Bum 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 bum. Dun 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 dun. Red button. We're live, citizens. What's up? It's President Awall here, and thank you for joining me once again on one of my live streams here for Star Wars Force Arena. I appreciate all of you that have joined me live that are just waiting for this stream to start. That's freaking amazing. And in this live stream, the X-Wing is going to go pew pew pew. I've been really enjoying X-Wing unit and or X-Wing card rather. It is so incredibly useful for taking out those pesky droids, clearing out lanes, and it's just been a great card that I didn't have in my deck for a long time, and I decided to title this video X-Wing Goes Pew 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 because it's one thing that I'm looking to do to improve my, let me move my microphone closer, here we go, to improve my game as a Rebel player. Hail to the chief, you guys say. It's so cringy. It's so cringy, says Paulo. Raul? Is that how you pronounce your name? Bread, Kin, Nico, Uzair. Thank you all for joining me. Ali, how you doing? Gaz, Hawkeye, Captain Rex. Thank you all for joining me. It's so cringy. That's what I'm all about on this channel, is being as cringy as humanly possible. And yeah, that's what's up. And you guys are asking, what's the cash button? Is it like donations? Pretty much. It's similar to that. It's called Super Chat. You guys can give me a Super Chat, and I will read you a guaranteed shout out, which is this window I have open over here. Anyway, this is the deck. This is the same deck I brought you yesterday, and I'm going to continue to use it for this reason. Let me show you what's been happening here. Victory, 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 so many victories. And a draw. We'll stop right there. I'm going to stop showing you what's happening there. Oh, there was another victory. Yes! So anyway, this deck is great. Quick review of the deck, and we're just going to take it straight in to some gameplay. And if you guys are not already familiar, which I'm sure you guys are, Han Solo's great. He's amazing. And I've been using my trip mine with Han Solo a bunch of different ways. Obviously to defend lanes, just dropping them passively when the cooldown drops, but also dropping them into the midst of many units as they're crossing into my base, and I've also used them offensively to take out enemy turrets like you guys saw on my live streams yesterday. And it's something that if you can perfect the usage of Trip Mine, then you can win so much in Star Wars Force Arena with Rebels. Right now, Han is hands down my favorite Rebel hero. Also in this deck, I've got two other tanking options, as you guys know. Got the Wookiee Warrior, got the MLC3 light tank. I am having a hard time pulling Wookiee Warrior out because he's so low cost and you get so much value out of him. He's got great damage per second at 151 and really good health. So I'm just gotta leave him in my decks. Nice area of effect clear options here with Grenadier and of course the X-Wing that goes pew pew pew. It's great for that instant clear, and then I have the sort of sustained clear here with my Rebel Grenadier, as it's pronounced. And between those two cards, I'm able to clear things out pretty well. That as well as the Trip Mine. Nice single target damage options with the Pathfinders, as well as the Marauders, allowing me to take down any Empire that actually is running ATST right now. ATST has been pretty weak recently. I noticed a lot of you guys saying that, and you know, it's with the reduced attack speed, it's not as viable and it's easier to counter. So I'm finding Rebels to be a really fun faction to play right now for that reason, because of that ATST switch. Should we trade things to get other things? We will. We're going to trade our Emperor Palpatine, our extra card there, in hopes that we get a Dengar. Give me a Dengar. Do it. Do it. Do it. Nope. Got the Grand Inquisitor. That's fine. I'm trying to get my level 2 Dengar, as you guys know. I love Dengar. He's so incredibly fun. Anyway, let's take this straight to the ladder. We are within, what, 50 rating points or so of being able to basically hit a Rhodium 3-star. So I'm hoping that I hit 3-star on my live streams today. That's my objective. And if you guys are, I appreciate all of the support yesterday. I've got another live stream happening right after this one at the top of the hour. I've got a link in the live chat there, and in the description, and in the I button card up in the top. So please join me on the next one as well. We're going to be talking more generally about Rebels and kind of the balance between Empire and Rebel, and then I'll be running this deck on the ladder as well as a way to illustrate that. So thank you all. I look like a pedophile. You say in the comments, wow, I look like a pedophile, he says. That's the greatest compliment I've ever received. Thanks, man. That's great. All right, awesome. So at the beginning of this game, we need to be very, very careful because Boba Fett can kill us, and I need to be careful not to assume that my ability to apply criticals to his face is going to be something that's going to work for me because Boba Fett's bonus damage versus heroes. He's got the dewback rolling in here, so we're going to use the Chewie. We're going to use the X-wing that goes pew pew pew, and we'll drop a mine right next to the Boba Fett. Got the kill there, which is great. I'm going to save my energy though for a defense, and we're just looking to kind of roll his death timer down a little bit. And here comes the ATST, friends. So now it's time to apply the Rebel Trooper as needed. And I'm really concerned about Boba targeting me, actually. I have to make sure that that does not happen moving forward. And so what I'm going to do is drop a mine right behind him, and we should be able to take him out. And the idea, wow, he was able to very, very quickly take down my structure there. That was not good. That was not good at all. The question is, can we counter push effectively? Boba Fett will be able to come in here and do horrible, horrible damage to my face. So I need to be very careful. I need to move back a little bit. And this is going to be a bit of a tough game. I'm going to drop the mine here, which, yes, will blow up, give me lots and lots of value off of those bladesmen. Going to continue to kite them. But he's in a position where he can basically start pushing my bottom lane. And I'm forced to do sort of a dual lane push in that scenario. So we're gonna have Chewbacca roll in this other lane. I'm gonna drop down Grenadier with him. Turret has been destroyed, and I'm gonna put a Wookiee. Wow, look at him! He's just chasing me down, and literally is a bounty hunter collecting a bounty on my face. We took that turret down, and I have actually got a decent number of units rolling in on his base. So we'll drop the Marauders here. I'm actually gonna go right after Boba Fett here and see if the Pathfinders can target him. Can I escape with my life? Let's see if Boba Fett dies. He does indeed end up dying. This means that we can roll into his base. I'm going to try to take his health. Come on, Han, run. You can do it. There it is. Getting the burst damage on the structure, which is great. And let's see if we can take it out quickly. With the quick takedown, that should put us in a great position. Uh-oh, Rocket Trooper, no! I let the Rocket Trooper shoot my base for too long. Now we're in a really, really hardcore late game type of vulnerable position, I guess you could say. And this should be interesting. So we'll drop Chewbacca, and then Rebel Pathfinder's right behind Boba Fett. We should be able to take him out pretty quickly. And so now it's time to just straight up roll into his base. It looks like, oh no, is that an ATST? It is an ATST drilling my base, but we ended up being able to take out his base with our faster deck. Yes! The guy you're facing is really bad. Yeah, I guess so. I don't know if he was actually really bad. He actually had me early game. He was able to rush me very quickly and get that early tower pickup. Let's take a look at his deck, though. Thank you all for joining me. A couple more shout-outs here. We got Ken, we got Bon, we got Tarkanis, we got Paulo joining on the stream. Mason, what's up? Thank you all for joining me. I really appreciate it. Yes, that ATST is not as good as it used to be. His deck is pretty decent, though. The only card I would consider pulling here would be Rocket Stormtrooper. I would consider just putting in regular Stormtroopers into this deck so that he can get more single target damage. He didn't have enough of that. I think the stun was pretty cool. His level 3 Boba is very dangerous, and the ATST, it worked. But unfortunately, I think that he let me counter push him too well, and he decided to get too offensive after I took down his first turret, which was ultimately his mistake in my opinion. So anyway, GG to my opponent. Yes, close match. The X-Wing could have closed it for me. Pew, 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 pew. Those are the actual sounds from LucasArts. I sourced that directly from them. So we just need to get to 4865 in order to hit Erodium 3-star. We are well on our way to Kyber. Well on our way to Kyber. The question from Alexandru is, why don't I Twitch stream? I don't have enough time to stream on Twitch and to support a YouTube channel and to support a second YouTube channel at the same time. I just have a limited amount of time. So I'd rather build my following and build my channel on YouTube, and all of your support here on YouTube has been amazing. and I really don't want to take it over to Twitch, to be honest. Not that I have a problem with Twitch, I just think I can live stream on YouTube. These become useful videos for you guys to check out later, and that's great. A little bit of delicious coffee. Ooh, a little bit of delicious coffee to start out the day. So let's see what this Krennic is going to do. We're going to drop our Pathfinders here on the back line and just be a little bit conservative. We might consider doing a dual lane push. Let's see what he ends up doing. He's got his... Okay. Going to use those on me. I'm going to use Chewie real quick. Chewie will end up taking some of the aggro here. And it looks like he's going with that big bottom lane push, which is fine. We should be able to take this out pretty quickly, actually. With Marauders in the game, nice single target damage there. Going to be able to take down the Dewback, as well as his bro that drops down on the ground and is somehow untargetable. We're going to drop down light tank here in the bottom lane and see if we can get some nice damage in on this structure. There's the burst damage that I love from that unit. And we'll drop down Pathfinders on the very, very back line here to end up countering all of the... Oh, wow, he's got Death Squad leader. Let's target the leader. Let's drop down Wookiee Warrior as well to take some of the heat off of us. The leader is dead. The Wookiee is moving forward. And we have an advantage at the moment. So it's time to drop the mine here for defensive purposes. And we're just going to hang back and we're going to defend ourselves. We're going to wait for everything to kind of push in for a moment. They're going to blow up. There it is. And then we'll drop Marauders here right on top of the MTV-7. And that allows us to push in, but unfortunately, it's not going to kind of save us here. So let's take out these Bladesmen before they do too much horrible damage to our structures. And it's a relatively even matchup. So at this point, it's time to drop the light tank. It's time to drop the Pathfinders. And what I'll do is I'll save probably for a Chewie. Nice burst damage there, by the way. And we'll actually use an X-Wing on him. Bam! And this allows us to clear things out quickly and to move in on his base. Nice counter tie. He's using his own pew-pews to his advantage. And nicely done. They keep sending these Bladesmen in the bottom lane. The Bladesmen really aren't getting that much done for him. But whatever. And we're not gonna drop Marauders, we're gonna drop Chewie right here. Can we pick up the taunt? No. We almost got the taunt on top of that Krennic. And we'll see if we can target his structure here. And while this is going on, I'm gonna drop Pathfinders on the back line to defend. Unfortunately, he's got Death Squad leader here to push my structure in this lane. That's actually gonna be really, really good. Got the actual leader, but he ended up doing a significant amount of damage to me. So now it's time to do the dual lane push that I always like to do. And we'll also be very, very careful to defend at the same time. We only have to keep our structures alive, really, for 8 seconds. So I think that I can end up pulling this off. Let's drop down Chewbacca. There it is. Yet another W with this deck. Yes! X-Wing, Pew Pew, Tygo, Boom Boom. That is an accurate statement from you guys in chat. So accurate. Sorry you're late to the stream, says Bon Bon. You never apologize about coming to see one of my live streams. I really appreciate it. Yeah, you're right. The tie is more like a roaring sound. It's like a roar, pew 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 pew. All right, cool. Wow, the sound effects are so real today. They're so freaking real. Did you miss a lot? No, I just started up the stream 13 minutes ago. Let's take a look at his deck. I like his deck a lot. I think it's really, really good. I would consider, with his deck... No, actually, I like his deck. I think it's pretty good. The only thing I would really think about is maybe pulling the Death Squad leader and putting in Sand Trooper instead. If he did that, his deck would be much stronger in 1v1. His deck, as it stands right now, is a very strong 2v2 deck. The Death Squad leader just doesn't quite get the amount of value. I've discussed this many times. It doesn't give you all the value that you're looking for in 1v1. It did a decent job of pushing that top lane, but only because I let it. And he had a really nice timing on that, actually, deploying that unit up there while I was pushing the other lane. But unfortunately, I had such a strong push in the other lane. Death Squad leader isn't really an offensive card, guys. It really isn't. Oh, yes! 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 The next tier is Kyber. The next tier is Kyber. Division up. Yes! Come on, show me some love in chat. Give me some thumbs ups. Smack, as I said yesterday, smack that like button if you like these streams. Smack that like button for a Rhodium Tier 3. Yes! I'm pretty happy with that. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. That's what's up. We are doing this. We are moving up the ladder. Yes, 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 yes. Perfect. All right. Now we only have billions of points left until we hit Kyber. How many do we have? We only have to climb basically 800 more points. Only 800. So if we average, let me use my calculator really quick. If we average, let's say, 20 points per match, 800 divided by 20, we'll need to win 40 in a row. You guys ready? 40 in a row to hit Kyber. Let's do it. 40 in a row is it. Woo! It's so close. It's so close. Alrighty then. The road to Kyber is real, and it's being paved by the X-Wing that goes pew, pew, pew. Pew! 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 Alright, Capone 57, let's go. And I actually have a pretty hard time dealing with these callous suicide decks, if that's what he ends up doing. I don't have a stun to deal with him, or a card like a Bladesman, right? Like you have on the Empire side. I do have a Chewbacca, though. But calluses can take down Chewbaccas pretty quickly, so you have to be very, very careful. What I'm going to do is drop Wookiee Warrior here on the back line. I don't know what he's doing. Okay, he's waiting to have his unique drop so we can get that bonus damage. And it looks like he's looking to do this sort of big push strategy. What I'm going to do is just drop my light tank as well as a Grenadier in this top lane and see if he ends up dealing with that. Late reaction from our friends here. Oh no, heavy gunners. Let's back up. Let's be very careful. And this is going to be a very, very big push from the enemy. So what I'm going to do is drop an X-Wing here to kill these immediately. Oh, a 3 for 5 trade. I'm so sorry. But that's how it is. That is absolutely how it is. So is he going to push in on my base? We shall see. Looks like he wants to mix things up a bit, and he wants to move into my bottom lane. We're going to drop Chewbacca here. We're going to focus his leader. Can we get his leader? We got him. We got him. And now I'm going to drop Wookiee as well as Marauders in the top lane and see if they can do the damage to that structure that I need them to do. He will use his Callus stuff, but I got it. And the Treadwell droid was unable to take it out. So which lane is he going to push? We shall find out. There's the Treadwell droid, actually. I might just kill it outright. I'm just going to kill it outright. I don't like it. There we go. It's dead. I don't like it at all. And I want it to die. Callus is just going to take a shot to the face in order to take out that mine. He doesn't want his lower HP units being affected by my strategy, which I totally understand. We're going to drop down Chewbacca. And we're going to drop down Grenadier here on the side, but here is the strategy. Drop a mine in the middle of all of them for the Michael Bay style explosions, and we were able to defend. That was a big push, and I've learned my lessons about going up against Calluses. They are extremely dangerous, and you cannot let them build up momentum. You have to stop that push as early as humanly possible. Let's see what he does. He's going to continue to drop light vehicles, which is fine. And Callus is going to continue to be a pain. And will we kill him? Will we kill him? We do kill him. And let's move in. I'm even going to drop a Chewie here for the big taunts. And once that structure ends up targeting me, I think we'll end up picking up this structure. This is a lot of horrible damage that is going to be raining down upon his face. And we will just use the X-Wing kill here to kill the heavy gunners. And I think that is going to indicate a good to the game. We're just going to bum rush his base with tons of units. And as you can see, he now has pressure from both sides, which will make it extremely difficult for him to run out of his base and to come after me. Good game to that Agent Callus. G to the G. New Han Solo movie coming out soon. Worldwide announcement right here. Give him a thumbs up. Worldwide announcement. World's first look. Sorry, I just banged the mic there. just hit the mic with my hand. Want to get it as close to my mouth as possible. You guys told me the audio quality is way better when this thing's close. It's like right there. World's first announcement about the new Michael Bay movie with Han Solo. It's basically just Han Solo just walking away, young Han Solo, walking away from explosions, not looking back, things exploding, Chewbacca back, Chewbacca with the bow. You can never look back at the explosion. You never can. Ever. Oh my gosh, I just got a super chat here from Ken Valdivia. Keep the streams alive, he says. Congrats on the tier up, and don't pass me before I hit the Kyber. GG. Thank you for the super chat. That is amazing. Ken, you are a brilliant genius from Smart Town. That makes this moment of me hitting Erodium tier 3 even more glorious. Ken, with the super chat. That's the first super chat I've gotten in a long time. Ken, you're amazing. Thank you very, very much. I appreciate you always coming out and supporting my streams. That's freaking fantastic. Ken is awesome. And a big shout out to Big Nate, who is my moderator in chat. And Big Nate, I want to get you into the guild. I need to get you in here soon, so we're going to work on that. I'll direct message you on Twitter. Big Nate has been with me for years, 5 years or so. He's been moderating chat for me on various streams, on and off. And I want a big shout out to Big Nate. Big Nate is a great guy. Awesome. It's a donation. That's what super chats are. They're a donation, essentially, to me, or into this channel, basically. It's different than a donation feature because you get like a featured thing in chat, you get a shout out, that kind of thing. It's not like a regular Twitch donation, so it's different in that way. YouTube designed it so that people could kind of stand out in chat in order to, like as a part of like extra value of giving money to a content creator because you want to support them. That's the idea behind Super Chat, I think. Cool. So, Awall, Emperor Palpatine was watching my stream. Really, the actual Emperor Palpatine was watching my stream. Wow, that's amazing. He must not like the fact that I'm playing Han Solo and that I am, so far, on a decent overall win streak against the Empire. He's got to be very, very disappointed about that. And he's also going to be disappointed in the fact that I'm not playing him. Let's see what he's got here. He's got Dewback. Dewback should counter me decently in this bottom lane. So we're just going to do our, like, top lane pushing thing. And I'll just drop a quick mine here. But he's probably going to counter this quickly. Yeah, there's his Bladesman. I'll try to take his Bladesman out, but it looks like we're going to be in a pretty decent defensive scenario here in the bottom lane. We'll drop a Chewbacca for that taunt. And we'll also drop a Grenadier here on the side. See if we can take down his unique. And there it is. Got him. Grenadier just getting so much work done. He does such horrible, terrible damage to everything. He's great. I really think he's just as good as a Sand Trooper. I think his range is a little bit shorter, but his damage is higher. I think that's the difference. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comments there, guys. Oh no, he's got something rolling up this lane. It's a Dewback. And Chewie actually does a really good job of countering Dewbacks. So we'll drop down some Pathfinders here, and we'll see what we can do. I don't know if we can actually push into this lane or not. We'll see what happens. Gonna save some energy here. Actually, we're not gonna save some energy. We're gonna hit everything with the X-Wing, dealing damage to all things. Awesome. And MLC3 light tank should tank decently well for me. I should hit this tank with a little bit of AoE damage. He's gonna try to hit me, and that's what I do. I kind of move within range, and then I move back with like some higher damaging units up front. He's doing a really good job of hitting me with the TIE Fighter, actually. Pretty good job. He's getting that nice kind of additional value out of the card. But this 1-for-1 lane exchange situation here that we have is not that favorable. We're going to drop down Wookiee Warrior here. Great counter, by the way, to Dewback. You guys are wondering. Dewback does area of effect damage. Wookiees have tons and tons of HP. They're great. And I guess we'll maybe make some kind of push happen here. Let's drop Chewbacca with the taunt. Let's get our X-Wing in here for the extra clears. And Chewie's going 1v1 with this light vehicle. I'm just going to continue to stay in a defensive position. He's making it so that I can't move in on his base because he's being so smart about how defensive he is. So I'm going to see if I can kill him. And can we get the pick? Almost got the pick. Let me see if I can drop an offensive mine here. There's the Michael Bay explosions. Sneak preview of the new movie, as you guys know. And Michael Bay explosions work out great. If I could have gotten there a little bit earlier, I might have been able to clear that out faster. And I might have been able to actually do a decent counter push. So he's got the light vehicle. He's got the golf cart with a minigun. Uh-oh, what is he dropping in the bottom lane? It's an ATST, friends. It's an ATST. So he's going to try to do a dual lane push here. And what I'll do is I'll drop Grenadier here in the top lane to push that out, which is great. Once this goes down, watch this. X-Wing going to shoot him in the face. Oh, it missed him. It missed him. Watch this. We're going to move in. We're going to drop the trip mine. This is in the trailer for the new Han Solo movie. Dropping the trip mine next to the turret. That teaser's getting all of you guys to go to the theaters. All of you guys, I'll see you in theaters. Michael Bay, executive producer. Beautiful. And he actually was a pretty good player. I feel like his defensive strategy and his counter push would have worked out great if I wasn't playing Han Solo and if I didn't have a Chewbacca. Chewbacca is so good at basically crushing aggression, unless it's like total suicide aggression. I still can't deal with suicide aggression in this deck. It's just so incredibly difficult to deal with. So there you go. Golf cart with a minigun is good. It is excellent. And I would say the only mistake he made with this deck is having an ATST in there. I'd swap that out with a Sand Trooper, and his deck would be glorious. He would do so much better if he swapped it out with a Sand Trooper, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. Alrighty then. Things are going pretty darn well. They're going really well. Urbo400, shout out to you. Thank you for joining me in chat. I appreciate it. And I can't pronounce this guy's name. He's got sunglasses on, but it says DeRozan. You are not very good on X-Wings, bro. I know. But they go pew-pew no matter what. I miss X-Wings all the time. And that's something that I really I really want to focus on. Like, out of everything in this deck, I feel like I deploy most of my units pretty effectively. But X-Wing, I miss sometimes. I don't know. I've thought about doing Ion Mine instead. But I think that X-Wing, because of its range, has a greater potential to benefit me in the long run. Can we hit 5,000 today? Could we do that? Could we break the 5,000 barrier? That would be amazing if I could do that. I've got another live stream for those of you that just joined me happening right after this one. There's a link in the description. There's a link in the I button. It's happening right at the top of the hour. Literally, the second this drops, 1 minute delay time, and the next one starts. I just posted it in chat as well. Come join me on that stream over on TGN Mobile. We're going to be talking about the differences between Rebel and Empire, and I'm going to be running this deck. Join me there, guys. The more viewership I have during these live streams, the more content I can make, and the more justification I have to spend time on this and to build this TGN Mobile channel, which is the other channel I've been working on with some YouTuber friends of mine. I'm just trying to grow this mobile gaming community on YouTube. It's relatively small, it's fragmented, and I think mobile gaming is a huge part of the future of gaming, and I want to do my part to help grow this YouTube community. I don't know. When you guys show up, it helps support that. Alrighty. Got coffee. Got Star Wars. Got my citizens here in chat. I'm doing pretty good this morning. I'm doing really good. Alright, let's drop down some Pathfinders. And what is he dropping here? He's got a Sand Trooper. He could care less. He's got so much Sand Trooper, it'll blow your mind. We're going to drop down Light Tank, Grenadier combo in that top lane. I'm going to go ahead and tank the damage here. I think Sand Trooper might get that bonus damage on a second shot. There it is. Grenadier goes down quickly. They do a good job of targeting Grenadier. And we're going to use Chewbacca here to counter the light vehicle. It's a nice 5-for-5 trade. I actually don't mind it at all. Ooh, I need to kill the Sand Trooper. Kill the Sand Trooper. Kill the Sand Trooper. There we go. Got to make sure he doesn't get any shots off on my Marauders, rendering them far less useful. Far less useful. So let's go ahead and drop a mine right here. Regular Stormtroopers, he's taunting everybody, and that is a whole lot of madness. Let's see if we can use the X-Wing. Hey, I hit everything with the X-Wing that time. Just need to be a little bit more careful with how I use the X-Wing. I think that's the way to do it. I always do a custom placement on the X-Wing. Do you guys ever just hit the X-Wing button? And just like let it auto cast? I used to do that when I was first starting out in the game, because you know, when you're first learning, like, doing a bunch of extra micro tasks is tough, but I don't do that anymore. Let me know what you guys think. But we'll drop Wookiee, not Rookie, but Wookiee Warrior here, and we'll drop down Light Tank as well as Marauders in the top lane. And so now, ooh boy, this is actually not what I wanted at all. If I can hit that Sand Trooper, no, I'm within turret range. Yuck, this is gonna be bad. Luckily, those Bladesmen are going to hit my mine in the bottom lane, but this is going to be fairly tough. And we're going to drop down XWING with the PEW. And I'll see if I can get a nice extra crit off on him. There it is. Able to defend once again. He got very little damage in on our structure, but at the same time, we've got very little damage in on his. So this is actually a very, very close matchup. It's extremely close. Let's see what we can do. What does he got here? He's got Sand Trooper again. Got it. He knows what I'm going to do. So I'm going to drop down Light Tank, and I'm going to drop down... no, I'm not going to drop down Grenadier. I'm going to wait for all of this to clear out, and I'm going to drop down Grenadier here on the back lines. There's his counter push, and what we'll do is use X-Wing. X-Wing, pew! And, he stunned me. He's going for the kill. I got to back out. And we're going to drop down Wookiee Warrior in the mix. And, oh boy, if I had dropped Chewbacca there, I would have stopped that push. I totally misplayed that push. So we're going to drop down Chewie in this lane, as well as Light Tank in this lane, and ensure that we can finish this thing. Ah, God. I screwed up. Should have played Chewbacca. I used my X-Wing first. That was a mistake. Had I played Chewbacca first, I would have taunted everything. Then I could have X-Winged or Grenadiered, and then cleared everything out. Mistakes were made. Learn from my mistakes, friends. X-Wing only does a certain amount of damage. It only goes pew 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 3 times. It doesn't go pew 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 enough to be able to clear out that enemy push. He's got a good deck as well. This is a really good deck. I actually don't know if I would change anything about his deck. Maybe I'd swap out Probe with Dewback. That would be the only change I would recommend. Otherwise, he's got a really good deck right here. So, GG to this opponent. GG. Hey, Awall, say hi to Brazil. Hello, Brazil. Brazil, are you watching right now? How many Brazilian viewers do I have watching right now? Let me see. 33 hertz? Hey, it's what happens sometimes. Celtic Dave, what's going on? Jack Games, I am Phil. Shoutouts for you guys. Jeremy Chen, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much. Mr. Solidarity in chat. A name you don't see too often. Mr. Solidarity. Welcome to the live stream. Thank you all for joining me. Paulo is Brazilian. That's what I'm talking about. My friend Jeffy Jeff over at TGN Mobile, good friend of mine, and he's playing Mobile Legends, Yu-Gi-Oh, Pokemon Go, various mobile games over on our TGN Mobile channel. So if you guys are interested in a Brazilian celebrity, really, DJ Jeffy Jeff is your guy. All right, cool. So we're gonna drop down Wookiee Warrior here, and we'll just drop down a defensive mine. This shouldn't be too crazy. Let me see if I can get a pick here on this Sand Trooper without blowing energy. There it is. I'm gonna drop down a Grenadier here in the top lane as well. Back up, Awall. Back up. There we go. And he was very slow to react in the top lane. And let's see what he drops here. He's gonna drop this. I'm actually gonna hit him with the X-Wing there. Clear out his units. And we did a whole lot of damage to that structure. He's gonna pick up the kill here on me though. There it is. So he's going to look to do the counter push, running straight into that mine now. And notice how, because I dropped the mine back a little bit further, it was more difficult for him to move in. Let's see, I'm just going to target the structure straight up and see if I can pick it up. Come on, there it is. And what we'll do is just drop Marauders here right next to him to do that fun surprise party damage. And now we've got this huge push here in the top lane, which will allow me to set up a defense and a counter push here in the bottom lane. So we're in a really good position. We just need to keep our structures alive and then pressure when we get the opportunity. That's it. It's that simple. It's that simple, guys. It's that simple. All right, cool. So what is he gonna do? So what's really fun about this situation is he's like, hey, I could push in this bottom lane. I need to defend. Just kidding. Light tank in the top lane. Oh, he has to go deal with that. Well, crap. Looks like I'll drop a mine next to your stuff. Defeating his leader. And we'll see what we can do here. Unfortunately, I don't have any units that are good at tanking stuff. But I'll be able to maybe take down the structure. Let's do an X-Wing. Pew pew! Oh, it lived. It lived. Unbelievable. Oh no, he's got an ATST in the top lane. This is not good. This is not good. We need to drop down Wookiee Warrior. We need to drop down Grenadier here. We're even going to drop down Offensive Trip Mine. We're not playing around at all. I'm going to chase his leader away. There it is. And what we need to do is just get a couple picks on this structure, and we should be fine. I think the Pathfinders will end up getting it done for me. There we go. And no, they didn't kill it? Really? Alright, well, now it's dead. Let's push in on his base, and we're basically going to pressure him into staying in his base. That's the idea, at least. And, ooh, nice placement there. Nice placement. I'm going to drop down a Chewie here for defense. I know he's going to be pushing in. Oh, no, he's going to go with top lane. There it is. Well, at least the Chewie here will taunt in the bottom lane and keep me alive. Doesn't matter, though. The timer was in my favor. Let the timer be ever in your favor. Kyle says, you are the king. Jordani, what's up? I don't know what you just said. Nosa Quanto BR? I don't know what that means. Does that mean there's a lot of people from Brazil in the stream? Or did I just say Brazilian curse words? I have no freaking clue. I wish I knew. I wish I knew. Alright, his deck, the changes I would make to his Empire deck. It's Dob. Oh, it's Dob from Citizens. What's up? What's up, it's Dob? Yeah, I'd swap out the ATST with an MTV-7 light vehicle. And other than that, his deck is great. That'd be the only change I would make. Throw in the light vehicle instead, man. And with the light vehicle, what he could do is snare, drop the light vehicle for supplementary defensive damage, and then he can do a nice counter push strategy with Bosk. The ATST is just too frontal. It's too aggressive. I just recommend pulling it out. That would be my recommendation to fellow citizen, it's Dob. Captain Rex says, can you shout me out? Captain Rex, I would never shout out Captain Rex 2201. Ever. Never. Alright, time to open up the playback. Here we go. Yes. Let's see what we get. 2 crystals. Okay, I gotta say, with all these packs, they are so incredibly stingy with crystals, man. Why can't they give me more crystals? 2 crystals? Come on. Like, they should get at least 10 minimum. It's so stingy on crystals. Let me know what you guys think. Like, you get some decent credits, but the crystals is like, you get 1 crystal. It's like, yay. Thanks. Let me open up, oh, I don't know, 900 packs. And then I'll be able to, get some platinum packs going. Thanks, bro. Let me just open 1,700 play packs. And then maybe I can get diamond down the road. Ooh, nice Bantha pick up there. That was nice. Let's see what upgrades we can get. I mean, everything else in the packs is actually quite nice. Let's upgrade our Hyper Adrenal. Yes! Up to 5.9 seconds of adrenaline. Blood pumping adrenaline. Running through your veins. Awall, what do you think about the Boba decks? I've been providing my feedback on Boba decks. I had one I was running a while ago, but I think it needs... this was the one I was running. And it's okay. It's alright. I've got maybe a little bit too much area of effect damage in this deck, but this is the one I was running. I'm really thinking about making this change to this deck and having it be fairly viable. A lot of people like to put Stun Grenade in their deck. I don't know. I left in Slave 1 and TIE Fighter. TIE Fighter's probably more useful now than Slave 1 is because it can take out enemy healers, right? Aqualish Engineers. So if I were to make a change there, I would consider probably swapping out Slave 1 with this, right? A nice faster deck for Boba Fett. This is really nice. I would consider throwing in that Stormtrooper. So I now have two nice single target damage options. I've got a healing option, 2 area of effect options, and a tank option. And Dewback is arguably a tank option. That's probably what I would do. That's probably what I would do. Cool. Guys, we're getting close to the top of the hour, so this will probably be my last game on this stream. I'm posting once more the link to the next stream. I'm continuing this party, and I need you guys to join me over there on TGN Mobile. I'm trying to make that channel work to support mobile gaming YouTubers. Join me live at the top of the hour after this game. Link in chat, link in the description, link in the I button. We're just gonna kick it out like, you'll have to wait like a minute and a half while I just swap YouTube accounts, and then we're firing up that stream over there right after this one. It'll be in like 4 minutes. So click that button, open it up in another tab, get ready to hop on that next stream. We're gonna keep this thing going. We're gonna keep it going. The question in chat is Pike Trap good? That's tough. That's a tough question. I have not found a way to make Pike Trap work perfectly. What I've been thinking about is, I can't make it work. It's got an extremely long duration, but I can't find the right leader to pair up with it. Wow, that's a lot of single target damage that he just dropped on top of me there. So that's problematic. I'm gonna shoot his smaller units. He tried to steal my HP there. That didn't work out. He tried to steal my health. And now I've got a very weak push that could be easily countered, pushing into my base. All he needs to do is just X-Wing once. There it is. And everything is dead. Oh, hitting you with that burst damage. How did it feel, though? How did it feel when you ran into my mine? Did it feel good? Here we go. We've got a very aggressive deck. This should be fun. This should be really, really interesting. So we're going to drop down Rebel Pathfinders here on the back line and wait to find out what he's doing. Chewbacca, what you got? And we're going to use our X-Wing here. I'm going to drop down my mine and picked it up with the mine damage. Dude, you do know that Han Solo has giant explosives in his back pocket. And he's got a new movie coming out in theaters soon, right? With Michael Bay. You cannot underestimate the power of Han Solo's explosive personality. That was bad. Oof. I should edit that out. That was a horrible joke. I can't edit it out. We're live. No! Alright, let's put down Wookiee Warrior here. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Grenadier here. Let's see if he decides to target me. He does. He does decide to target me. Hey, buddy. And we're going to drop down our good friends, the Marauders, and hopefully Sand Trooper does not target them. It does not. Now we have so many things rolling up this lane, and what I'm going to do is just try to pull off my mine here. There it is. Got the burst damage on the structure. And I have enough here to pressure this, and I have enough here for him to be worried about pushing in on my lane. The structure is so close to dying. So close. And let's see what he does. Gonna drop down Grenadier here on the back line and see if we can pressure his hero to move back. This is actually quite close. Very, very close. But let's see. We're gonna drop down. Nope, we're not. We're gonna use our X-Wing here. See if we can hit his hero. Got him. Beautiful. We'll put down Trip Mine. Hopefully Dewback will not end up eating up that Trip Mine. That's not what we want at all. And this time when they push in, I'm going to use Chewbacca if his leader comes in. That was my plan, was to use Chewbacca to my advantage. Well, his leader did not push in, unfortunately. But if we can get the pick on his leader here, we can... He didn't get the structure. He didn't get it. This is our opportunity to push in. This is guaranteed to take this lane out. It really is. So what I'm going to do is start setting up here in the... actually, should I set up? No. I'm going to drop down Light Tank here in this lane, and I'm just going to... Whoa. Whew, barely dodged there. And I'm going to set up defense here in the bottom lane. We're going to drop down Rebel Pathfinders as well, and we were drilling that bottom lane turret, and it did not survive. What type of tablet am I using? They don't pay me to say this. They do not pay me to say this, but I use an NVIDIA Shield K1 tablet. It is probably... I've tested out a few gaming tablets. It's a pretty good tablet. I've had some issues where it crashes and things, as you guys have seen in many of my videos. But overall, it performs very, very well. It's a good size. I've got a good, like, leather case for it, as you can see. And it's got, like, a strap on the bottom. So I can put my hand in it, and I can kind of, like, freely move my hand about while I'm clicking the screen vigorously. And it works out for me very well. So, there it is, picking up the W. Got to a Rhodium level 3, got a super chat from Ken. This was a very, very successful live stream. Thank you so much, all of you, for joining me. And friendly reminder again, last time I'll say it, I'm posting it in chat right now, the link to my next stream. It's happening in like 2 minutes from now. Click that link. It's in the description. It's in the I button up top. Come join me on the next one. I had, over 141 people join me on this stream. I want to see 141 people join me on the next stream. I want to see every single one of you guys there. That would make me so happy to be able to get over 100 people on the next stream. This will become a video, so really quick, I'm going to throw up a logo above my head for TGN Mobile, the other channel I'm producing content for with my YouTube buddies. And I'm going to throw some videos over here on the side for when this becomes a video on YouTube. And I'm hopping into the next stream in just a moment. Thank you so much for watching. Adios, amigos. See you in the next one. Bye-bye.